So the Rays make a trade. We traded Nate Lowe, Jake Gunther, a first baseman, and a player to be named later to the Rangers for Heriberto Hernandez, who is a catcher, Alexander Ovelas, a right fielder, and Osavia Basby. I'm most likely butchered every name possible in that, and I apologize. But that's the trade we made. And my initial reactions were, oh no, we traded away Nate Lowe. Of course, this isn't really surprising. I expected Nate Lowe to be traded at some point. He was kind of progressing a little slowly. He's got good power, just doesn't really hit that well against lefties, but I am going to miss him because he is a good player, just couldn't work out. It just couldn't work out, and I think we obviously see Ji-Man Choi as our starting first baseman for a little while to go forward. So, yeah. But, after looking into these players, this isn't really a bad trade. This is a good trade for both sides, I think. And I'm going to explain why this is a good trade for the Rays. The first player I'm going to talk about is the catcher, Heriberto Hernandez, which I'm a huge fan of for multiple reasons. One, he's a catcher. We only have one catcher right now, and so adding another one is good. And also, he seems like he's got a bright future. He was the third-ranked prospect for the Rangers, according to Fangraphs, and he had some really good numbers in the single A's. Now, yes, it is single A's. I know he hasn't gone to the double A's or the triple A's yet, but dude seems like a good prospect, and I'm excited to have him on the Rays, and I cannot wait for him to be a starter for us. That is, if we keep him on the team. But for now, I'm very excited for the future of Heriberto Hernandez and the Rays. And I can't wait to see him and Ronaldo Hernandez be a, good catching duo, the Hernandez duo. I can already see it. The next player I want to talk about is the shortstop, Oselius Basby. Most likely pronounced his name incorrectly, and I apologize for it, but for now, that's just how I'm going to pronounce it. I've looked at his numbers in the single A's, and he seems like a solid hitter. Not great like Hernandez, but his numbers are okay. There's nothing wrong with his numbers, and, of course, he is a shortstop. We don't really need for another shortstop. If anything, this could be one of those things where we could use him for a trade asset, or just in case we do trade one of our many shortstops. But for now, he seems like a solid guy that could just be a good asset to us in the future. So, for now, I'm not really complaining about having him on our team. He seems like a solid player. So, the last player I wanted to talk about was Alexander Ovelas. Again, if I mispronounced the last name, I apologize. So, he is a right fielder, and he can play in everywhere in the outfield. Left field, center field, right field. He has experience all around, so that's good to have. But he's okay. He's okay. He's got okay hitting numbers, and he's not a bad player. And like I said, I don't know much about his defense, like with the other two prospects. So he seems like an okay player, and not really much to comment on. Just, I guess, he's there for depth purposes. So not gonna complain about him on our team. Overall, this trade just seems good. The main trade, I think, the main players are Nate Lowe and Heriberto Hernandez, and, I think the only thing I'll complain about is we'll never see the Lowe brothers play with each other on the Rays. And it's a shame, but it's whatever. Sometimes sports are like that. But anyways, thanks for watching. Go Rays, and let's win the World Series next year.